most people think of TCU, they think of Zonna Medley. So you're very familiar with her
you know,
from
they
last
start
year.
3 seniors. A lot of them have been playing since their freshman year together. I think Medley's a junior. So, you know, they got a lot of veteran players back. And, you know, this year, unlike last year, they're not sitting in a zone. I mean, they had big-time athletes, and they're pressing you and trapping you and running, jumping. And even in their zone, they're out, you know, trying to not let you reverse the ball and that type of stuff. So, you know, they're very athletic. They get up and down the floor. They can shoot threes, as we all know. And they try to create a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, I think you had Jess Harley did a lot of guarding her last year, and even as good as Jess was, I mean, I know she had 32 points against you at the Big 12 tournament.
Yeah, I mean, she can play. She can shoot the three. She can also take you off the dribble. Plus, she's not bashful. I mean, she'll pop them from anywhere, and she has a green light to do that. So, I mean, 1 step, 2 steps behind the three, she's still going to pull it if you don't have your hands up. So whoever's on her has to be aware of that, and also the other people got to get to the ball.
Who do you anticipate being assigned to her at least to start tomorrow?
I don't know. You know, we switch 1 through 4, so there's going to be a lot of different people on it because they run a weave, they'll run some picks and that type of stuff. So, you know, we're all just going to have to be aware of it. You know, be aware that. But she's not the only player they have. They have some other players who can shoot the three, some other players can take it off the dribble.
Yeah, you look at the top 30 scorers in the league, they have 6 of them. That's more than any other team
I'll tell you what,
in the
they're a
league,
tough guard. They're a tough guard, and you know, you got to watch dribble penetration, but you also got to be aware of kicking out for the wide open threes. And if they're hitting those threes, they're pretty good. And if you're turning the ball over, they're pretty good.
Just in the grand scheme of things, how big of a win was that against Oklahoma the other day? And what's the mood around this team now?
Well, you know, it was a big win, especially for us, you know, coming off a couple of losses. And, you know, hopefully we'll get a little confidence now. And, you know, some of the other players, you know, Bree Holmes was in foul trouble. So some other players had to step up, and they did that. So I thought it was, you know, a total team effort. And hopefully we can build on it.
It's weird not seeing Bria get her usual 20 points a game and whatnot. I mean, it seems like this team's been getting wins a different kind of way.
Yeah, you know, this whole year's been weird. I mean, so, no, nothing surprises me at this point in time. But, you know, it was good to see some other people step up. And be honest with you, it's the first time I've seen us up the lanes all year, creating some turnovers. And, you know, making the other team throw it out of bounds and do things they're not used to doing. So, you know, that was good to see.
Do you think Bria she'll still take the ball to the basket and not be reticent at all after some of the fouls that were called against her Sunday?
Yeah, you have to. You can't worry about that. You know, I mean, you got to attack the rim. You know, we work on that all the time. Attack the rim. Somebody sets up for a charge, jump, stop, step through, or pull up jumper. You know, sometimes we forget that and just go ahead to the rim. You know, people know. You know, we're driving and that type of stuff, so they're going to set up weak side, and so we got to be aware of that type of stuff.
If Lene can have a consistent offensive game, do you feel like that's kind of the X factor of this team?
Well, here's the problem. They start 5 guards, so all of a sudden, you know, you got your 6'5" center out trying to guard threes and off the dribble. Now you're going to get help for it, and then it leaves people open for threes. I mean, it creates a defensive problem. Now on the other end, when Lene's in, we need her to score, because if she's not scoring and we're getting beat off the dribble because you know she's guarding the guard, then you know it's not a good matchup for us. So you know when she is in the game, we got to make sure we're going into her, try to get a mismatch, and when she's not in the game, and then you know I look for Crystal Leary to play a lot at the 5 probably. We'll have to because of the matchup stuff.
You look at you played 9 games in the league. First half is over. You're kind of looking at this as, okay, we're 0-0. We've got to.
Well, you have to in the situation we're in. You know, even if we were 6-3, not the other way around, you still want to look at it 0-0. You know what I mean? Because it's the second part of the season in the league. So, you know, we got a lot of work to do. You know. And again, I think we took a step forward the last game, not just because we won, because that's the most I've seen us create some offense or some steals off our defense. And when we get easy buckets off our defense, and then it really helps us. And so that was a step in the right direction. Hopefully we can build on that.
I think the round robin play in this tournament or this conference really helps this team this year, seeing as though, I mean, the few times you have played teams twice, you've looked much better the second time around.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you have to understand a lot of these girls never played this league. And they really don't understand what this league's about and how hard you got to play and how consistent you got to play. So I think, you know, last year, you know, we were going into the second game, everybody was revenge on their mind. Well, this year, you know, it's going to be the other way around, revenge on our mind. So I think, you know, our girls got up for the last game, and hopefully they'll be able to. Okay, thank you.